We have rain chances 100% from 30 minutes from now until about 8 o'clock for the next 5 hours. But until then, we listen to some Animal Collective. We're going to be diving into the track Gemini, which I love the wordplay there, coming off their 12th studio album, Isn't It Now, which was released in 2023, not too long ago, although I guess you could say 3 years ago. Time does move quickly. We're listening to this because it was suggested and sponsored by Andreas. Andreas, thank you so much for sending in the request. I truly appreciate that. I had listened to an Animal Collective song on JPMP, if I remember correctly, many, many, many years ago. I'll be honest, I do not remember this song. I do not remember a thing about it. It was just some years ago, and I just don't remember it. So this will maybe not literally be our first listen to the band, but it'll kind of be, in a sense, first listen to the band. So let's go ahead and get ready to dive on into it. I like the album cover. I like the collage of tapestries and materials and different things that are happening there. Let's go ahead and give the track a listen. We'll discuss it after. Here we go. It almost sounds Bowie-esque. Back bass line. It's a cool way of catching a melody, like that vocal melody, and singing the verse in between. Okay.
Let's do it again and again and again.
It's a very psychedelic kind of sound that they have here. And I love that.
Quick with the compliment. There's nothing in it. Took a sip from a second queen. Let's take a minute. Crack open another beer. And let's get in it. Another tip to the golden year. We're probably in it. And this is the one. This is the one. This is the one.
I like how the drums start off this new rhythm too with that big snare hit. That's a cool transition.
This is the one. This is the one. Changing the name.
It's faster part. It's a big assortment of keys and organs and stuff, like the synths.
Let's do it again and again and again and again.
I still think that this setup here that we have kind of in isolation is a really cool setup.
And let's get in it. Another tip to the golden year. We're probably in it.
Okay, this was a track that really does sound like the album cover. It's kind of psychedelic. There's a lot of different colors and textures and sounds happening. And I think that it's really interesting how they present it because it does make this, especially 2003, this very new psychedelic kind of sound that they have going on. I love that setup that they have with that vocal part, the bum bum, which the vocal part there specifically, it sounds very Bowie-esque to me, especially the bum bum part. Just sounds like something that he would do during golden years. But I love that and how that's kind of the main lead of melody, alongside with some kind of bouncy and colorful keys and synths maybe and other things back there that are constantly blipping and glittering in and out like that's not exactly how they sound, but they kind of play in a way like that where it is very separated but compartmentalized into that specific part of the track. So the production gives a lot of room and a lot of depth to the sounds here. Then the drums also have a really nice sound to them as well, along with the bass line, which the drum and the bass, they have kind of a very relaxed, almost an islandy kind of tone to it. It's something very tropical and relaxed about it. But the production on the drums I thought was really nice, especially you get it during the transition, that first transition on the snare, get that big snare hit and it kind of changes how the track continues forth rhythmically there. On the drums, that's going to be Panda Bear handling the drums there. And I just really like the solid way that he grooves on there. Great pocket. But I like the production on the drums here as well because there's a little bit more of a 70s sound on the drums, while some of the keys and stuff and the vocals have a little bit more of a modern production on them. So I like how that kind of contrasted there. The bass on the track is going to be performed by Avi Ter, who I believe is also going to be handling vocals alongside with Deacon, who's handling vocals as well, along with some of the synth and some of those keys that we hear. And like I said, they just sound like a toy box melodically back there. I feel like we're hearing a very colorful and vibrant sound in the back while we're just having this pocket of a rhythm maintained on top of it with a cool vocal lead. But I really like the transition. You basically have three different parts here. The verse, perhaps it's considered the pre-chorus and the chorus, depending on how you look at it. And I think that it's really cool, that transitional moment between and how it changes the rhythm. Let me see if I can find that really quick here. At least the first one. Let's get the actual. Gotta get the first one. Okay. That big snare, little reverb and echo, and then switching right into that bass line coming up. I think that's a really cool way to do that. I don't know why I pulled up my cup when I can't drink and talk at the same time. But I think that was really cool how it's like this quick start-stop. Well, more of a stop. And then a start with this new section here. And then we do something very similar as it moves into the chorus. All right, let it ride. I think that's a cool way to do it. At first, it's a little off-putting at very, very first listen. But once you kind of get into it, which you have 2 times to go ahead and figure out that cycle, it makes sense. I like how they stop it on a dime, and then they start over in kind of a new way. They kind of shift gears really coolly there. That was a cool track. I really like the way that they pack a lot of sound, melody, and textures into the track, and then just kind of let it breathe from there. Especially with the way that it moves here. Let's look at these lyrics real quick. Big with a subtle crowd, but it didn't. Gave into the overdraft and now it's calling. We got into a holy sound and we all hit it. Sucked up and we got the shaft and now we're falling. Seems like an Icarus situation in a sense, metaphorically. Flying too high, too close to the sun, and now you find yourself falling. We're seeing the sun, seeing the sun, seeing the sun. Changing the name, me and them, me and them, me and them, staying the same. Unrigging the game, going back to back. Flagging the lame, me and them. You could change the name, but the game is still the same. Trying to unrig it and flagging the lame. Let's do it again and again and again. Quick with the compliment, there's nothing in it. Take a sip from a sagging dream, let's take a minute. Almost like when I see a sagging dream, like a water skin that holds water. And it's sagging. Maybe there's not as much dream in it. So you're just trying to take a sip from whatever remains. Take a minute, crack open another beer. Let's get in it. Another tip for the golden years. You can get a little David Bowie reference in there. We're probably in it. This is the one. This is the one. Like, okay, now this is the time. This is the moment. Repeats the chorus and everything else here as well. We're probably in it. Gemini, obviously Gemini. Is Gemini what is it? A horoscope or a symbol? I know it's like star related, but isn't a Gemini also like not Google Gemini? Get that out of here. That's not what I'm talking about. Constellation. Yeah, astrology. That's what I'm thinking of. An astrological sign, but also a constellation. So what could it be? Also a gem, like a gem, perhaps an eye. Having something and perhaps taking the moment, right? He says, let's do it again and again. Having this opportunity. He says earlier, this is the one. So maybe this is the opportunity, the moment to take it and run with it. And perhaps in doing so, we can reach the stars, reach the goals, reach whatever we're trying to reach to. As he says, we're getting higher as we're seeing the sun. Something like that is how I read this. How do you read it? Let me know down below in the comments. As always, I appreciate you being here. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, your afternoon, morning, or night. And I will see you next time. Have a fantastic one. Thank you, Andreas, once again. And I will see you